Hi, John and Andy here with Car Repairs Made Easy. Today we're working on a 2003 Oldsmobile Alero, and we are going to do an oil change on this vehicle and show you how to do it. It has a 3.4 liter engine. Good rule of thumb is always take the oil fill cap off, stick it where your hood latch is. You won't forget to put oil in. Always pull the dipstick up as a reminder. And we're going to get underneath and drain the oil and change the filter, and we'll show you that next.
Okay, now we're underneath this vehicle here. Here's our oil pan here with our drain plug. This is our transmission pan here. Kind of looks like the shape of the state of Florida. There's no drain plug in that. So we're just going to take this off with a 15mm wrench. Let's break it loose. Let's get our drain bucket here. And just spin it out. It'll start draining. Just let it run. It'll take a couple minutes for it to come out of there. This car's been sitting for a while, so it's kind of, the oil's not real warm, so it may take a little longer, but it's nice to do it after the car's been running for a little bit. The oil's warmer, it's thinner, it drains out faster. So we'll just let that drain till we get like a small, real thin, steady stream. Okay, as you can see, we got a nice steady small stream there of oil. Yeah, we could be here overnight trying to get all the oil out. So that's good enough. We're going to put a drain plug back in. Get this out. Just tighten this up. You know, the oil filter's over here in the front, so we're going to come around, get a good view of the oil filter, and show you where that is and get that changed. Alright, now we're at the front of the engine. This particular filter appears to be black, so real simple, you just turn it. This one was kind of loose. Just spin it a couple times and let the oil drain down, as you can see there. Because this filter still has oil in it, so it's kind of going to be a mess. We're going to adjust this. As you let the biggest majority of that drain out to start. We'll spin it off. Whoa. And empty it out. Right now, I'll show you when I put the new one on. You know, it's important that you see this O-ring seal here, that you lubricate this before you put the new one in, and make sure it didn't stick to the engine where it mounts. You don't want two gaskets on there. We'll just use a little bit of oil there to lubricate that. And then we'll just spin it back on. Don't force it on. Once the threads are right, it'll spin right on. There we go. Now, do not use a filter wrench to put these on, or a band wrench, whatever. Just put them on by hand. You want to get them snug. And then just go a little bit further. If you go too far, you'll pinch or roll or split the seal and then create yourself an oil leak. Alright, now the only thing we have left to do is we're just going to clean off all this old oil from the mess we made. Then we'll take it down off our jack stand so that the car's level, and then we'll fill it up and check the level. Okay, now we got the bottom cleaned up and the car off the jack stand. We'll just fill this thing up here. We got our funnel. This car takes 4.5 quarts. So we have a 5-quart container here, so we just need to make sure we don't overfill it. part in. Another half quart. A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yep. And as you can see right there, we have half a quart left in this container, so we're done there. Let's do this. Now we just get our funnel out of the way. Put this fill cap on here. And we'll start this thing up, let it run for about 5 seconds or so. Then we'll wait about a minute and check the oil level. We started that up. That gave time to circulate the oil a little bit through the engine, fill the oil filter up. While we're waiting for this to drain back into the oil pan so we get a proper reading, there have been some discussions and questions about whether or not to pre-fill your oil filter before you put it on the car. Some people say you should, some people say you shouldn't. We'll make a future video on that with a lot of relative information. We're gonna hunt down the details because a lot of people do things that they're taught over time, and somebody decided either yeah you should fill it or no you shouldn't. So we're gonna do the research. We'll make a video and we'll get the facts and let you know what should be done right. Okay, now we've let the car sit for about a minute. Just pull it off. Don't worry about what's on the dipstick when you first start. Wipe it clean. And just shove it all the way back in. Make sure it's all seated all the way down. And if you pull this up, you can see, it might be hard to see, the oil's right there between those two center holes in the center of the hash marks. It's exactly where you want the oil to be. So we actually have a proper fill on this. We'll do it one more time just to double check. Sometimes you pick up oil off the dipstick tube, but there we are, right at that second, right there by my thumb. So this is done. So this is Andy and John, Car Repairs Made Easy, and that's how you do an oil change on a 2003 Oldsmobile Alero with a 3.4 liter engine. Make sure you visit us on Facebook, our forums, visit our website. We're also on Twitter. All those descriptions are down below the video. And remember, you can do it.
Hey, how's it going? This oil change cost about $22 roughly in an AC Delco filter and a quality oil. So you can do it yourself.